Hey guys, it's Sunday and it's Vulcan Wolverine. It is Sunday, December, let's see, 18, 19, 20th, December 20th. I'm in my new place. We got a little townhouse. We stayed in a hotel for a while, me and my roommate, after our house burned down. And now we're in a little townhouse, and about, I guess, 2 weeks there. We left on a Friday. On this Friday, the night before, my targeting became like way, way worse, and I thought maybe there were people, upside of me in the hotel. But what I think it is, I was getting really cocky, and I was like, "Oh, moving those plates didn't do anything." But what they do is those plates create a field. You move them, and that field stays for a while. So right now I'm getting hit very hard. I got hit very hard at the hotel. To think that there were maybe people around me, which there weren't. These people were hitting me remotely, and the remote weapons are really strong. They've been hitting me in the throat. They've changed up the whole attack, because now I don't have stuff around me. I don't have the plates up against their weapons, so they've changed the attack to where they're just hitting the side of my head and my throat really hard. Like they'll hit this side of my head, like right here, and it'll feel like I'm just like I can't think. It hurts so bad. It's like it really hurts real bad. You can see behind me, I set up, like, I have my bed on the floor. This is an upper floor. We have the whole townhouse, but I have my plate set up right behind my head, if you can see that. I'm probably gonna get something to like cover them up so I can live kind of a half of a normal life. I just put them in like yesterday. I just got them all set up, so I'm hoping that, okay, see, they're hitting me in the throat right now. It's like they've been hitting me in the throat so much that it's sore. It's like sore, and then they'll hit me and I'll feel it, but then it's like still sore even when they're not hitting it. And then so forgive the, like, I'm very discombobulated, but I wanted to make a video. I'm thinking I'll figure it out, because my plate should start really working soon. But I've always had a theory that they work better right up against these people's weapons. And I've got some copper mesh that I'm probably gonna be putting on the ceiling and just do a tapestry. See, I got the copper mesh from Lowe's yesterday, and I'm gonna put that, around the ceiling, kind of in a circular motion, and then put like something over it so I don't look, too weird. Because I do have a roommate. She invites over friends, and I don't want to look too bad, but I mean, they are really, like, throughout the fire, they were trying to hit me, and then those 2 weeks we were at the hotel, they were trying to hit me, and it wasn't bad at all. I had a couple plates set up at the hotel, and then like the Friday or the Thursday night before we were supposed to leave, I mean, they just mashed my head in. It's just this side of my head just burned. It just burned it all, and it's like I can't even think when they do that. I don't think they have anybody around me. They may have people participating in vehicular stalking, like wherever I go. But I don't think they've actually passed out microwave weapons around me. He's still hitting me remotely. Now it's at a point where it's like ridiculous, because my house is burned down. I can't go back. But he wants to still finish this, and it's all over, and I'm crazy, and they can do whatever they want to me. Which is what this unaccountable program does. I mean, it gets people, they're like, "Oh, I like screwing around with this guy," and then they find out they're not getting caught, and they can say anything about the target or do anything to the target, and then they just start, "Hey, let's go ahead and kill him." I mean, I hear that on the V2K. Like, we gotta fucking kill this guy. Like, I hear that on the V2K from, like, human beings that walk outside and they look normal. Yeah, like right now they're hitting me on the side of the head right here, and it's actually heat. Like, in my house, it would be pressure, but there'd be no heat, because I think I had so much corrugated steel and mirrors around. But now they're actually using stuff that makes it hot. It was hot around my ear. Felt like it was burning all this flesh right here and the muscles under it. So they've definitely gotten power to the remote stuff, right when I got here. The problem with here is the walls are like thin, and plus it looks like they use cheap building materials, so the roof is probably really thin. So like in my house and in the hotel, I had a little bit. I think the roofing was just a little bit better. And here it's like cheap materials, so they're just cutting through the townhouse. I'm gonna have to rely on the plates and hope they buffer it, and rely on these videos and the petitions like to try and end this, because I mean, it's like murder all the time. It's just like they're murdering me all the time. Hateful voices. There's like, 3 new people with the old gang, the lady from next door, and Lynn. They just kept hitting me remotely. Like, I got out of there, the house burned. They were actually hitting me. Like, this is how shitty it is. I'm going into the house, my burnt down house, getting stuff to take with me, and I hear Lynn on the other side of the wall like, "We gotta get him, he's fucking crazy." So it's this insane satanic thing, satanic ritual all the time. And I guess people, the vehicular stalkers, the people that they get around you to help, they don't have a lot of money and they need money, so people are pretty much willing to do anything. And I guess I've talked about this a lot, but I just wanted to make a short video. Kind of, because I've settled into my new place. I don't know what the next 6 months are going to bring. I was in that house, and I had that enclosure, and it was a little bit crazy looking to people, but I was doing what was keeping me safe. Like, I mean, my plates against that wall, and you see some of my plates, they're like burnt, they have like soot on them. So I'm not sure how well they're working. I'm going to have to wipe them all off, and then, cover them up, so it's not that bad. It's fun having a roommate. It's fun having people around. But it's gotten to a point where now they're hurting me so bad that I can't even enjoy it. It's like last night, me and some friends were hanging out here, and they're not very. It's like they're nice people and they're my friends, but they don't believe this is going on. So, like, if I'm just totally out of it and like just because it knocks me stupid. Like, they shoot me with microwaves in the side of the head, like right here. They'll hit my jaw or my face. They're going for my face, like right here. This is the region that they're going for now. It's completely changed. They stopped doing the chest and the genitals. Since I got out of the house, they're just going boom, boom, my face, up here, my whole face, and here. So they're just switching around. So they want to do maximum damage. And I guess I understand it, I've been in that house, like, guarded enough, and this he's insane. Like, these people are psychopaths. No talking with them, no nothing like that. They're unaccountable. They know they're not going to get caught, and they don't care. They don't care who they hurt. I want to be, I'm trying to stay positive, because I just put the plates down yesterday, so I'll start putting out a field. There's a lot of, like, there's families with kids around here, so I think it'd be hard for them to, like, kind of get everybody to get microwave weapons around me. But the guy, my main organizer, has kids, so, and he didn't care. Like, I mean, he did it around his kids. So it's really, it's depressing. Like, I'm sleeping a lot, but I'm trying to kind of struggle back, get my new place ready, go to work, or go help my mom. And I am going to try and get, Social Security disability. Like, I'm just helping my mom at her office while I wait for that. I think I'm not going to do the whole corrugated steel thing again, or aluminum paint. Those things really did help, though. It's like the corrugated steel really did keep them from hurting me. I'm not feeling ground weapons, but they put everything. It took them 2 weeks, I guess, to get everything on the remote stuff. And that's what happens when I stay at my parents'. Like, I'll stay there a week, and then for the most of the week it'll be good, and then by the end they'll have kind of moved over, like they moved over to the remote protocol totally. He's not going to stop wherever I go. He'll always try and get people around me. He'll always, do this remotely. He didn't care about me being in the house. I mean, this is proof. Like, I'm totally out of it. it was burned down, and he's still kind of going along with it. They're saying nastier things now, so it might be they might be running out of money with me. They might, because I'm not right by them, it may be harder for them, so they're getting more and more vile. It's like, let's go ahead and kill this motherfucker. He's a crazy motherfucker. While they're hitting me in the head, like, so they'll be hitting me in the head, and I'm just like, I can't even think, and they're like, yeah, guy's retarded, see? Like, they're like, see, he's retarded. Why? So they torture you, and then they're like, see, he's fucking retarded. It's real, I mean, it's satanic to me. Just, this is my thing. Like, I don't want to call them satanic. No, I do want to call them satanic. But my thing is that there's nothing more satanic than this. Like, in the world, there's nothing more satanic than this. Because, I mean, they shoot me in my sleep. They shoot my heart. Like, I'll wake up and the left side of my body's sore. I'm going to make it through it, and I'm going to figure it out. I'm just in a new environment. It really sucked because I thought I was, like, freeing myself from the enclosure and, the plates on that wall, getting out of that house. So it's like, I'd be free to move around. They just pegged me in the throat again. But the deal is that it's hurt me more physically. So, like, I wasn't a dumbass. Like, I knew it was going on. Like, God was helping me. I was putting up stuff to defend myself, and the world thought, I was crazy or whatever, but it was protecting my body. I still have stuff that's protecting my body, but it's just not as effective if it's not right up against their weapons. I just have a theory about this, that when that magnetic microwave weapon is producing that electromagnetic frequency, if you can stop it at that point, like if you can buffer it at that point, it's a lot weaker and unstable. When it's coming at you across the city from radar, satellite, it's already condensed, it's already stable, it's in a stabilized form, so the plates are going to have a hard time breaking it down remotely. We'll see. It's only been 2 days. I did get a little bit of relief this morning, but last night it's like they were just caving in my head, and then I came up here and just heat all over the side of my face and my neck, and they were choking me with the microwave stuff. So it has changed, the protocol has changed because I'm out and about, somewhere else, but the places they're hitting me have changed, kind of what they're saying has changed, but it's the same people. They're trying to get more vicious. I've talked back to him a couple of times. I really want to just stop this program. It is really a lot of evil people getting weapons and hurting people. It's not helping anybody. The guy was surveilling my house, and 2 girls almost burned in a fire. It's like he didn't lift a finger. They came over and knocked on his door, and he tried to pretend like he wasn't there because he didn't want to get caught. So that's the same thing like in the Myron Mays case. They watched, Myron Mays through his eyes get shot by police. They watched him go into the library. These people aren't neighborhood watch. They're not keeping us safe. They are, they're watching things happen. And they can't reveal themselves because what they're doing is so bad and they're hurting people. So they can't help anybody. They can't, even if they're surveilling something that's an emergency and they could do something, they don't. They don't do anything. And that's just in every case. Like in every case where something bad's happened, I've watched it. All they really want to do is just murder innocent Americans. Like that they just lie about who you are, and they say they're keeping the peace, then they just hurt a bunch of people, and they don't care like if a real emergency happens. That's not their problem. They put cars out on the street to vehicular stalk, and there could be wrecks or whatever, but that's just not their problem. Their problem is neutralizing the targeted individual, and whoever's around them and whatever's around them can go to hell. I'm kind of mad because they've been really cutting into my head. It almost feels like some kind of satanic microwave surgery, where they're just like shooting it at a certain point, just trying to like disable me, just trying to, hurt my mind, hurt my head. And that's tough because I can take a lot of pain, all over my body, but it's like when your head's what you use to kind of, go long, keep your strength. But I'm getting through, It's just like, I mean, we've got to do what we've got to do. These people aren't going to stop. You can't